Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm super excited to have all of you here. I was really very excited when I see the engagement that these videos on this channel has been getting. Literally, I think for the past 2 weeks, we've been having over 100, 140 views. And it just shows me that you guys are finding this video very valuable. And my mission here is just very simple to be able to help you to be able to pass out knowledge on how you can literally gain mastery and become very profitable in the forex space. And so in today's video, I'll be talking about something which is the most very debated topic in the forex space. If indicator versus price action, which is truly better. In as much as I do not like to criticize any strategy um, or get to quote any strategy as being superior to the other, but I feel that the truth have to be said. I think this would be a good time. We're in December, we're in November 30th. Soon enough, we'll be moving to December and the year will be coming to an end shortly. And so I think it's going to be very nice for you if you should download your check your from January to now, check your PNL and see how profitable you're being over the years, because it helps you to be able to analyze what you're doing to see if it really works or it does not work. Because sometimes we as trader never take the time to reflect on our journey, and so that's why we really are not able to see what we are doing wrong and to double down on what we are doing right. I think that's this moment is the time where we should be able to do that, right? So a lot of us, the truth is that I've never seen any profitable trader uses indicators to indicators what made them profitable. Indicator is not a strategy. Indicator cannot make you a profitable trader. I feel indicator is one of the most ignorant way to trade. And sometimes I know once you're a beginner, you come into this space, you're thinking that there's one indicator that works and all of that thing. But as you'll be learning in this video, this is not a way to say you are wrong, but it's just for you to be able to really acknowledge that there's more superior understanding of the forex market. So if you've been confused, you've been seeing people using RSI, maybe even you yourself, you'll be using RSI, MACD, moving average, while other trader is like a clean chart, nothing but candlestick. This video would open your eye and tell you upfront that price action is king, and I'll be showing you that. So let's talk about indicator for a bit. Indicator looks very fancy. They move, they flash, they look like they give signals. But here's the truth that nobody tells you as a beginner. The indicator does not predict price. They are calculated from past price, and which means that they lag behind the market. So RSI might be telling you something after it has happened. MACD would only confirm a trend after the move is gone. And moving average only moves after the prices has moved. So if you depend only on the indicator alone, you'll always be late and you'll be reacting and not predicting. As you all know that most times in the forex market, nobody has there's no holy grail strategy anywhere that you say, oh, it works 90% of the time. But you need to be able to base your trading based on a strategy that gives you an edge, right? And many of you have blown a lot of account this year. Trust me, this year literally you'd almost had given up on forex trading, maybe from using indicators, even if price, and all of that. I think now is the time where you really need to consider that, right? Because we are all predicting what should happen. And imagine using an indicator, a Google map. Just imagine it's like a Google map, and the Google map is trying to predict future price, and it's only after you've passed the direction, right? Let's say you're going from here to maybe 10 minutes away. After you've moved 10 minutes away, that is only when the map will be telling you to turn. After you've passed the junction, you'll already be late, and you'll be doing yourself a very big, big service. All right, so indicator never works, and it's not sustainable, and you don't want to place your trading strategy just on that. So let's look at price action. Let's talk about price action for a bit. Price action is very different. It is not based on lagging formula. Price action is based on market structure, liquidity, candlestick psychology, support and resistance, breakout structure, support and demand zones, and actual movement of buyers and sellers, right? So in price action, we are reading the raw language of the market. And it's like switching from watching translation. And let's say if you're watching a movie using subtitle translation to understanding the original language, you see, you have a better understanding of what the movie is. And that is how price action is. You're looking at really the market structure. Like in my previous video, I mentioned something that the forex market will always move in a trend. There's up, down trend, and there's a ranging market. A market will always create support and resistance. Market never moves in a straight line. It moves in way. These are fundamental principles that appears on anything that has chart, whether stocks, whether cryptocurrency, whether foreign currencies or commodities, whatever way, right? So the real check is that most trader would lose with indicators. You can never become profitable in 2026 and beyond using indicators. Most traders blow their account not because the market is hard, but because they rely on signals instead of understanding really how the market works. And sometimes it's because of sheer laziness, and sometimes maybe your exposure to the forex market was through YouTube. And the thing is that really most of these forex traders that create content on YouTube really do not drop their real strategy on YouTube. They teach that to their paid community and all of that. And you will get to learn all these things and you think that's what they use. And most times you see it fail. And you see those guys, they still make crazy amount of money. Is that they don't share those information on their social media page, just like that, right? So most traders will build their account not because the market is hard, but because they rely on signals instead of understanding how this market works. Indicator would always give you false confidence. You enter because RSI is saying it's oversold, but price drops, the price just keep dropping. Why is that? Because you see, the market doesn't react to RSI. It was reacting to liquidity, structure, and institutional move. This indicator can't see these things, right? Remember our illustration. Imagine your Google map being like trying to predict future move, and at 10 minutes after you've passed where you're supposed to take maybe a left turn, it's not telling you to take a left turn. You see, after the rain move has passed, you'll just become more confused than you've been, right? So now this is why I feel price action is very superior, right? Because price action would always win in every time. It's real time, right? You're seeing what is happening now, not what is happening in 10 candles ago, right? It literally works on all time frame and all market. If you see anybody who's a good technical analysis, right, and have track record of analyzing the market constantly and making profit from it, literally they can analyze a stock, even though they're not a stock trader, they can analyze any stock based on their knowledge of technical analysis, and literally the stock gets to play out that way, right? Because it's just about understanding market structure and candlestick patterns and etc etc etc. So this is why technical analysis is very good. It works on literally all time frame. It gives a cleaner entries and smaller stop loss, right? No waiting for lagging confirmations. As a technical analysis, you get to be trading a strategy that has an edge, right? So you get to know where your entry should be, where your exit should be, and what's the risk to reward ratio you are expecting on that trade, right? It gives you cleaner entry, it gives you clarity, and helps you to be able to have a very good stop loss, right? And it shows manipulation clearly. When you're a technical analysis, you're trading price action. It show you see where there's liquidity sweep, you see where there's fake out, you see where there's a breakout. You literally can see it on the chart. You see where there's fake out, when there's a breakout, you really know because those zones are you've already marked them down on your chart, and you trade what the banks trade. The banks never, institutional traders don't use indicators. They move with pure price actions, right? And if you notice, one thing I've noticed is that most times fundamental news aligns with technical analysis, right? Because you see, it's price action definitely this market, this movement of price is just based on people's psychology, the volume at the time of that particular time and all those things. So it would always, most times, those patterns would always keep repeating because many people are looking for those patterns, and price will just keep repeating itself over and over and over again. So um so between indicator and price action, which is better? Indicators is not a tool, as I've helped you to understand. It's not a strategy. Indicator is not a tool, and it's not a strategy. Indicator is never a tool, and it's not a strategy, right? So indicators are not, they can only, they are optionals. They can guide you, but they can never replace your understanding of the forex market. Price action will give you clarity, it will give you control, it will give you confidence, and it helps you to be able to trade on a very solid strategy that gives you an edge. That's why price action will always be superior to indicators. So um, I really just want for your 2026 to be a good year trading. I want all of us to win. And that is why I try as much as possible to bring content like this. So if you found this video helpful, please help me hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. And if you don't believe so as well, drop your criticism and I'll be glad to learn from it as well, right? So thank you so much for always watching, and I want to add so much value to you to be able to help your journey to become very consistent and profitable. So if you'd like to be part of my WhatsApp channel, please do well to click the link on the description box, and it just brings you to the community. I share my trades, I share these videos and contents. I do have free master classes there, just to be able to help you build capacity. So thank you so much. See you on subsequent video.